This is Hinshusatsu. For a year of Godzilla's 40th anniversary, Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla became a disappointing entry at the box office, and so it was time for Toho's proud movie star to come to a closure for the Heisei series that will poetically tie into the original film, with the creative team of Koichi Kawakita of special effects directing, as well as the two of Godzilla's four original creators since 1954, Tomoyuki Tanaka and Akira Ifukube composing One Last Time, as well as the final portrayal of Kenpachiro Satsuma for the role. The result? Godzilla vs. Destoroyah, which is in best interest in giving this production an appropriately deserving spot as the true 40th anniversary celebration, while importantly, after 6 entries, culminating into an action-packed, thrillingly heart-pounding, emotional, and thought-provoking finale. As Mickey searches for the whereabouts of Godzilla and his son, Godzilla sporadically terrorizes Hong Kong, now in a more critical blazing form after scaring the bejesus out of airplane pilots Tommy Lee Jones and movie name-dropper. We learn he absorbed the Earth's uranium, and this led to his critical transformation on Birth Island. The information is brought to them from a young Japanese college student named Kenichi Yamane, the son of Shinkichi Yamane, the Odo Islander who Dr. Kyohei Yamane from the original movie adopted, who joins G-Force specifically to help out dealing with Godzilla, but an accident in the underwater tunnel releases a colony of Precambrian-era crustaceans that's soon to be dubbed Destoroyah! Destoroyah attacks everything and everybody in sight. With Godzilla's son, now named Godzilla Jr., revealed to survive the Birth Island destruction, a desperate plan is put into play, lure the 3 kaiju, resulting in a fiery finale that will determine the fate of the world. As the finale to a series that brings the Big G back to his darker roots, it is more fitting to trade off from vs. Space Godzilla's lighter tone and all-around out-there plot, in favor of a serious and thematic story that brings the original 1954 classic at the front with echoes from the old generation to the new generation, struggling with the scientist demons of the past that persevere and escalate further. Kenichi Yamane's devotion to his lifelong research of Godzilla gives him a broader role with G-Force when dealing with Godzilla's impending meltdown. Despite being plagued by brooding degradation due to failing his exams on the Godzilla thesis, he's able to prove his worth to G-Force by supplying with informative details with Godzilla's critical condition, and deliberately brings the prospects of recreating the Auction Destroyer to kill Godzilla without possibly bringing a risk to the world, should they be safe from doomsday, or so he thought. Yukari is skeptical about the untapped potential of science, which has her clash with Dr. Ijuin's belief in technology in the safe hands, and is all in all tenacious when uncovering the important facts. After the confrontation from the smaller Destoroyah crab, she's mostly there by the end to further the plot. Being a reporter, of course. Dr. Ijuin is one of the scientists who is a confident optimist in his way in the field of science, owing his career to the late Dr. Serizawa. He aims not to harm, but to benefit the world, as he demonstrates the viability of the micro-oxygen tablets inserted into normal fish that allow them to grow into greater size, to allow the food supply in Japan to skyrocket successfully in markets. Momoko Kochi reprises her role as Emiko Yamane from the original Godzilla to provide the movie with acknowledgement of science's misuse, and is a humanly conscience for Yukari and Kenkichi that pushes the conflicting arguments with micro-oxygen, knowing Serizawa's work too well. Her role is merely a cameo, but still a treat to see her again. Initially, I thought Miru was just a copy of Mickey. She has the similar position as with Mickey's role in G-Force to study Godzilla, and both have telepathy, and so far doesn't hold a significant role, other than what else? But I think she has one thing that contrasts her over Mickey, and that she is more level-headed when it comes to dealing with the impending meltdown from Godzilla, in spite of the risk of the plan to lure Junior to Destoroyah to bring Godzilla to his location. Megumi Odaka brings a final send-off for her character of Miki Sagusa. Her character in the movie is overall consistent, giving her devotion for father and son, but when the stakes are raised over the world's fate in Godzilla's hands because of the meltdown, she shows regret, and she's left with her own moral conflict surrounding Junior's hope to return to his home of origin and to live in peace with Godzilla. Godzilla makes his final stand in such a devastating, fiery form that perfectly encapsulates everything that the movie, and especially the Heisei series' message as a whole. The look of Godzilla is both dazzling and just horrific as it complements the point of the movie's theme. The flaming patches illuminate his strangely black skin, eyes and spines glowing orange, and constantly brimming with smoke that causes the ocean to boil as he very slowly suffers. His trademark roar sounds low and sickening. And he's able to use his spiral atomic beam more times, and yet he's still a fierce, badass fighter. His relationship with Junior is bittersweet, and brings complete tragedy for both when Destoroyah takes it away and kills Junior. and Godzilla now has nothing left to lose as he fittingly battles the Auction Destroyer in physical form itself, this time before he dies at the end. It really is a true tearjerker beyond all reasons, as the JSDF tries their damnedest to reduce the major damage Godzilla will bring to the Earth, while it reminds us about the progressive arrogance of humanity that leads to our demise. Godzilla Jr. again provides the film with emotional heart and sympathy. After a span of 2 films as he grows, he now becomes a fully realized adult Godzilla in his 3rd and final appearance. Though he's a full-grown adult, he seems to be sadly a less experienced fighter, which gives us the most genuinely nerve-wracking and emotionally suspenseful action sequence with Junior struggling to hold his own against Destoroyah, before getting seriously injured, only to barely escape with his life. Destoroyah is the perfect kaiju to close the series of films. Being the mutated result of the Auction Destroyer, he captures the realization of Serizawa's fearful thought of his creation, bringing horror beyond the sea. Now land too. All the forms, including his earlier crab forms, are spectacular in action, when they're not intent on ripping off old James Cameron. But there is something so fitting about Destoroyah's devilish form, if not on the nose. He is the stuff of nightmares beyond just thematic conception. He really looks like he can murder you and enjoy every minute of it. He's just pure evil. Super X3 is a welcome addition, since there hasn't been one 7 years ago with Biollante. It seems questioning too in why it took this long to continue the lineup when they already acquired the Futurian technology in Mechagodzilla 93. Looky, it's karaoke! No rhyme intended. The quality of the aesthetics of the effects takes a complimentary turn for the film's darker and grounded mood, over the flashy-eye candiness of the flashy optical beams from the previous films. This may be part of its detriment, as the mobility in most of the suits are once again limited to being quite stiff, but still manages to give us real tooth and claw battles. There are still many unusual composite shots, in that they have some inconsistencies, like this one. What the fuck are they doing? Just run away! But the miniature sets are still outstanding, and I love how they work with mixing them in different scales, in complementing the varying height differences of the movie's kaiju. But even then, some of them, including the heart-tugging moment when Godzilla's interacting with the small mechanical Junior puppet. Junior looks distractingly stiff as well. For the first time, Toho finally throws their hat in the ring with further CGI shots in action, and here the CG is integrated into the film's conflict and have a long way to go before they are fully realized. In the end, Godzilla vs. Destoroyah is the most emotionally driven swan song to the King of the Monsters. Despite the quality of the effects that might put a hindrance to the experience of those who expect a flawless spectacle, I think the movie's strength lies with its story and theme surrounding both human and monsters alike, that makes it engaging in addressing how humanity came far with their relationship with technology. And given that there is no desire on Toho's part to make a direct sequel, it makes the ending much more cathartic that the world will learn to live peacefully to ensure their future. Both title monsters serve their major roles of driving the thematic drama, and small flaws notwithstanding, it leaves you stunned and in awe for the progression of Heisei Godzilla's ongoing film arc spanning 11 years, and a testament to the solidified legacy of the original. 5 rejuvenations. Very good movie.
Something funny going on.
I'm stuck, and I can't get out! Please subscribe to support the channel, hit the like button, and hit the bell to be notified for content.